If you know me in real life, click off this video. Why are you still here? Click off this video. So I was in a 4-year relationship and now I'm single. I need to spill the tea. So welcome back to my channel. I thought that you guys deserved a little update because there's been so much going on in my life recently. And not gonna lie, I've tried to keep it on the low. I've tried to be a little secretive with it. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. For starters, if you know me in real life, click off this video. Why are you still here? Click off this video. I feel like I do know where I'm gonna start. So I was in a 4-year relationship and now I'm single. I decided to end my previous relationship. My main reason for that is I got into my previous relationship when I was 18 and now I'm 22. I feel like every single video I just keep saying I'm 22. So you guys probably already know I'm 22. I feel like 18 from 22 are such pivotal years where you change so much as a person, and I feel like you're still figuring out who you are. Before this 4-year relationship, I was in another kind of 4-year relationship. It was very on and off. I had a really big crush on this guy in high school. I kept giving him one too many chances. I was very on and off in that relationship. Then I got into this one pretty much right after that one. And I feel like I had no time to really discover myself. And I feel like I really lost myself in my last relationship. And it just didn't feel right. I couldn't keep going knowing that I didn't feel right at heart because I feel like I'm a very intuitive person. If something doesn't feel right, I just can't do it. I gotta get out of there. I decided to end that relationship and really just prioritize figuring out who I am again. And honestly, this comes at no shade to my previous partner. There's a lot of things I could say, but I'm not gonna say them because he's probably watching this video. Ever since ending that relationship, I really feel like I'm starting to feel like myself again, and I haven't felt this in years. This new chapter, I am just so ready to embrace it. I'm so ready to learn more about myself and also learn about the ways that I've changed, who I want to become. There's just so much excitement behind the decision to end this relationship. It just really feels like the first time in forever. That I can finally be who I want to be, do what I want to do. I just feel like I'm kind of getting my old self back, but also embracing this new version of myself at the same time. Did I put contour on my nose? Oh yeah. I feel like if you guys want a full dating advice video, I feel like I could really get into that type of video. I feel like I could give you guys some advice, but point blank period, if something doesn't feel right, like I was saying before, if your intuition is telling you,
this is not the right relationship to be in.
I heard this really good advice on TikTok. And I don't mean to be that girl, but sometimes TikTok does have really good advice. It was this mom telling her daughter, basically she asked her this question, are you gonna marry him? And the daughter said,
no.
And then the mom said back to her, okay, then move on. And I feel like I've never heard anyone else say this before, but it's kind of true. If you're in a relationship, and I'm not saying like you're in high school and dating around, it's very different when you're in high school and you're younger. It's okay to like try out different relationships, see what you like, see what you don't like, and just kind of have fun. When you're a little bit older, it gets a little bit more serious. So it is important to realize if you're kind of wasting your time, also wasting this other person's time. Because if this other person is really, really serious about you, you just know that you're not gonna want to walk down the aisle with them, then it's important for you to kind of make the decision to walk away rather than stick around and waste their time. And anyone who knows me also knows that I'm very much the type of person who knows what they like and knows what they don't like. There's never really an in-between. When something is making me question it a lot, or I just feel really confused, I feel like it's just not where I'm meant to be. And I feel like that's another really big life lesson. What you're not changing, you're choosing. As I got older, I realized that you really are the creator of your life. You can do anything. You just have to choose to do the things that you want to do and be willing to put in the work to get those things. It's so easy to to want something and not want to put in the work, anything that is really, really worth it in this life needs hard work. As long as you're working towards something that you actually care about, you almost don't really care to put in the hard work, I would say. And I feel like that kind of leads me into YouTube. I still struggle with YouTube. I'm not perfect. I feel like this is the wrong concealer. Yeah, wait, I chose the darker concealer. YouTube was something that I wanted to do ever since I was practically in middle school, and I talked about this in my last video where I did a Q&A for 1,000 subscribers. I was always so in my head, and I always thought like, I can't be a YouTuber because I'm not
interesting enough. Who's actually gonna watch my videos?
And really just putting myself down. There's so many times where I'm my #1 hater and not my #1 cheerleader, and it's been a work in progress, and I've definitely got a lot better. But if you guys are the same way, we need to stop that. There's no point in beating yourself down, especially when it's your dream to do something. You can do it too, because I really believe that anybody who has achieved a level of big success will always say, if I can do it, you can do it too. Once again, it's just about putting in the work and believing in yourself. There's no need to just keep putting yourself down and believing that you can't make things possible, because you really can. I feel like what makes a good content creator is someone who is really sure of themselves. And like I was saying before this, I just got out of a 4-year relationship. I know, like, I feel like nothing about myself. I'm learning about myself again. I feel mixed feelings. I am learning about myself again, and there are definitely things about my old version, my old self, that I still relate to, and then there's things that I want to change, types of qualities and traits that I'm inspiring to be like or get. Yes, I can get caught up in the notion that a good content creator is someone who knows himself through and through. YouTube is all about the journey of someone's life, their experiences, and getting to live it together through a community on YouTube. I am more excited to have this journey with you guys about learning about myself again, and then being able to look back on this in a few years and be like, wow, only if you knew where you were gonna be, how much you would learn about yourself. I'm just so excited for this new chapter of life, and I'm excited to go on this journey with you guys, document it all, look back on this point in my life, just think about how little I knew at this moment in time and how much more good things were gonna happen. And I'm just so excited to keep working towards so many different things. Also, my birthday is June 27th. I don't know if I've ever said that. I was born on June 27th. I'm a summer baby. I love my birthday. I have the same birthday as Khloe Kardashian.
Fun fact.
I love being a June baby. Growing up, I always had my birthday on summer vacation and never had school on my birthday. I'm going on a trip this summer, and I'm actually gonna be going on a trip for my birthday, so that is very exciting. My favorite place in the world is the airport. I love traveling. I cannot wait to be on a trip for my birthday. I'm turning 23, and I kind of want to film a video where I do 23 lessons that I learned for turning 23. I'm not sure what I'm gonna name it yet, but something like that, where I tell you guys 23 things that I've learned in my 23 years
of life.
So if you guys want to see a video like that, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I'll probably still film it anyways, even if no one wants to watch it. I love watching those type of videos, because if you can kind of learn a life lesson without having to go through the hardships, why not? I feel like that's good. I'm also trying to let them grow out right now, so they look a little wonky. They look a little crazy. I don't like really thick eyebrows, but I also don't want to have squiggly lines, so I'm trying to find a good in between. I feel like this get ready with me flew by. At least for me it did. I'm just gonna go in with the last step, which is lipstick, and we're pretty much done from there. Here is the final look. Very natural, very just simple, everyday makeup. I wasn't going for anything too crazy today. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. Comment down below the lipstick emoji in honor of this little get ready with me video. If you guys like videos like this, definitely let me know down below in the comments, and I can definitely make more videos like this. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on all post notifications so you never miss when I hit upload. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, both at It's Gabriella Brittany, and I will catch you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.